Just going to do a quick overview and race of F1 2019. It just went on sale. It's a hell of a price for it. Went on sale a couple days ago. So just going to do a quick look at some of the features here and then do a quick race. These are just, I'm not going to go into depth in any of this stuff, just to show some of the boys what's going on here. Some guys I know that probably won't play this. I don't think it's really up their alley, but just in case. You have a customization as your multiplayer car area. I already customized the car yesterday. So this is my multiplayer car. Pretty cool. They give you a bunch of options you can do. You can customize all the colors on all these. My multiplayer. It's pretty cool. So in multiplayer, I think is the only place you use it. And there's showrooms. You can look at all the cars. You can save your highlights. These are saved highlights from a race I had a minute ago. Multiplayer. So let's just do a single race. Just so you can see what it looks like. Take the Ferrari this time. I'll take the Renault. Now I'll take the Ferrari. Canada, and no qualifying, any of that stuff, just race. Yeah. It's a cool game. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense game. It's like got a really good sense of speed to it. And I have some of the assists on, but I don't have most of them on. I probably about half and half, or the ones I have on are very minimal. I haven't played this game in a couple of years, and the handling is pretty touchy as far as when you're on.
All it takes is one
when
look
you're
around
on
the
low
crowd to know it's
accelerate,
finally race day.
it really
the atmosphere at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is
it's
incredible.
very torquey.
Personally,
So
I think we're
accelerating
in for a brilliant
from
race.
coming out of a turn, going slowly, it can get really slippery on you.
We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. The infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out
Anyway,
for
this
overtaking
just
into the
showing you
hairpin
some of the
and the final
presentation.
chicane. I'm joined again today by none other than
It's a really
Anthony
nice
Davidson.
race day presentation.
Tell me,
This
Ants,
is how the
obviously
TV
there's a lot of
broadcast
development work that goes on with these cars between the
F1
races. You've been both a
races
test
generally
driver
go.
and a race driver.
This is the
What
grid with all the
differences are
people
there in
on
the way
it,
you approach
teams
those
and
roles?
Interesting
news
question,
media and
Crofty.
stuff before
They're
the
two
race
very
starts.
different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where per driver you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometers per season.
Evening,
and in that role, it was more about working for the team,
the qualifying
trying
starts
to help
because
them
we're in
improve the
Melbourne,
car and drive
Australia
as
this week. It's
systematically
the
as you could,
first.
so that
It's the
data
start of the
could be
F1
analysed
season.
in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however,
In
your
real
frame of
life.
mind's all about what you
So
can get out of the
they have
situation on that day.
There's
and
a
the car's the tool
multiplayer
to help you achieve
race
what you
that's
want. You still want to focus on
there's
setup,
an
of
online
course,
race,
but it's
not
more about
multiplayer.
the
There's an
here and
online
now,
race
getting
that's
yourself as
current
far
right
up the
now
field as possible, and less about
on this
development work
game.
for the future.
They race they have an online race
With the race minutes away
that
from
you can
starting,
qualify
here's
and
what
race
today's
for
grid rundown looks like.
that is
Sebastian
the current
Vettel
city
has a
that
clear
they're in
track
that
ahead
week.
of him today. He starts in
It's
pole
pretty
position
cool.
with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas,
This
Max
just shows you the
Verstappen,
grid
and
and all
Albon, Norris, Ricardo,
I didn't
Perez,
do.
and Roman
This is probably going
Grosjean,
to put me in the middle of the
Sainz,
pack.
Stroll, Nico Hulkenberg,
Oh wait, no, I'm
and
in
Magnussen,
Ferrari, so I'm probably in the first
Giovinazzi,
few
Raikkonen,
cars.
Pierre
Hopefully I
Gasly,
don't fuck
and
it up.
Robert Kubica, Kvyat, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Alright, so we got, gonna go inside the car now. Yeah.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
You can look at your setups, you can tweak everything in them. I mean, lots of detail. I'm not screwing around with that. I'm getting used to the just to the basic driving and handling. I mean, it's something. There we go. You can race from different views.
Drive-through penalty. You have a drive-through penalty.
No, I'm gonna start that over again. There we go again. I didn't pull the clutch right. Okay.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the...
Here we go. Gotta be really careful on the acceleration. These things are fast. How the Ferrari handles. My last race, I raced one of the shitty cars on the same track with the same level AI. Oops. And then zip past me. Yeah, the Ferrari's a lot faster, suffice it to say. Now, so you can cheat here. You can instant replay or flashback a few seconds to where you can, if you make a mistake, you can zip back to the spot you want to be on. In this case, I'm going to go back here. I should have braked right under the tunnel and I didn't. So I'm restarting. Still kind of fucked that up. But you have to be real careful accelerating out turns because you will just spin the car. A lot of torque.
That's a strong start. Well done.
I'm racing the car too, it's crazy. Much easier for me in that view though. Oops. Man, I'm really fucking that up. It goes really fast. This is as fast as they actually go. Yeah, I'm really missing it. So it's hard to get used to. It's a lot squirrelier than a couple of years ago when I played the game. There we go. Just to get used to it, and the car is a lot faster. Bridge again. go. Oh shit. There you go. I just accelerated a little bit, messed up. Flashback a little bit before I make a mistake. There we go. Just gotta learn your braking points and your turning points. And, I mean, that's why I advise against most of the guys not doing this, because I don't have all the assists on either. It would be a lot easier if I did, making it harder on myself. I might have to, because I'm not a perennial player of this game, but it is so good if you just get used to the driving or get settings you can deal with. Where I'm so fast. I was back in the back of the other car. Cars kind of are true to normal performance, I think. Ferrari's traditionally one of the top few cars in Formula 1. You just have to be really smooth accelerating or it'll fishtail on. Once you lose it, it's over. Ooh. Bridge. In a 10th game. Jesus. It's so easy to miss that freaking braking point. A lot of sense of speed. And I'm also playing automatic transmission. You can shift and do all that stuff yourself. It's a lot to do. A split second, timing that I don't have an interest in right now, just because I'm trying to learn how to basically handle the car, and it takes a lot. I mean, if you're used to NASCAR, NASCAR's like playing with silly putty. This is like painting with oil. I mean, this is a lot harder, but it's legit. It's more of a simulation style, and it looks really good. It's a beautiful game, but it is really a sim style. I mean, it can be a very, very simulation heavy style presentation and experience. If you put all that, take all the assists off, and just rely on your racing ability, just with no help, it's tough. But you can put the assists on where the car's very stable also, and you can race right away. I've played this a little bit.
This is your final lap of the race.
And I know this track, so I'm trying to learn. Now I got past my last lap. Great, 22 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna redo that. I want to knock my teammate out of the race. Before I made the mistake. Bad steering line. There's a good career mode in this too. I didn't flash back, so now I don't have the option.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today.
Yeah, and these are actual people in F1
what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs.
There's a good career mode in this
and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car.
You create your own, you put your own outfit on, you customize your helmet, your gloves, your suit, and you qualify and you race for one of these teams.
Excellent performance at today's Grand Prix.
And then you go through the season to all the tracks. So it's like, there's like 21 tracks or something all over the world. Pretty cool. The multiplayer is pretty good, but again, you have to have, basic command of the car. Purely, we race NASCAR Heat for buddy games and that, but this is much, much more involved. But it really is good.
Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seems to just...
Nice. It's like a TV style replay. That do. Okay. Okay. You just play it. Look at that. TV style presentation. Cool looking. Crazy. So let's say I'm not in front because I'm not racing for Ferrari. Wow, you could do highlights. That's new. Oh, so you can just see just the highlights. Start of any F1 race is crazy. There's usually wrecks and damage and all kinds of stuff. You got 20 cars hauling ass towards the first turn. And there's only a couple of racing lines that you could take to get through this. Anyway, awesome. You get the picture. It's just really, it's good. Anyway, just a quickie. Show you guys the game. It's pretty cool. And, well, let's see. Maybe I can go into career real quick. I just barely started a career. Well, let's see. Multiplayer. Yeah, see, so multiplayer's got a weekly event this week is in Australia, on the Melbourne, Australia track, because that is the race that they're at this year, or this week. It's the first race of the season, so they're just starting the new season this weekend in Melbourne, Australia. there's leagues, ranked games, unranked, LAN games, straight up games with your friends. And previous results, I assume that's of the previous event. Go back into career, new career. So I created this guy with this helmet. And, the one thing about the drivers, about race car drivers, is their helmets are very individualized. And new career, load career, continue career. So I'm with the Haas F1 team, which is the one American F1 team in Formula One. It's they're like a middle of the pack car. They're not a really fast car, but they're not the worst car. That's kind of where I'm at. Anyway, you get the point. Continue the career just to see what it looks like. So I'm at Australia. I haven't even started practicing. In fact, I need to get used to the track. It is a lot of fun to drive these cars. As soon as you get used to the handling, you absolutely have to know it. No doubt about it. Nobody put 19 other cars.
Welcome to your new team. Haas are experts in getting great value out of every investment. That's why they skipped being backmarkers and jumped straight into the midfield pack in their first season. You are now one of those investments. Make sure they get plenty of value, okay?
Okay. So this is basically this is your headquarters of your team, and you can go in here and go to your workstation here and look at your car, your profile, where you're at, what kind of a driver you are, contract. Those are your vehicle status. You can choose to. You can look at your R&D tree, your research and development tree, and you can recommend certain upgrades. I have, let's see, I have 1,600 points for upgrades right now. I don't know what that gets me. I mean, like I said, I've barely been in it. So you have powertrain, chassis, durability, and you can order these upgrades, develop these scientific upgrades, and then depending on what team you have and depending on how many points you have and put towards that, it can take X amount of time to develop it. When you develop it, you can put the new upgrades on the car for the next race that after they come in, after they get, to your team, completed. And then you can put them on the car, and then the car gets better. So, anyway, it's just really cool. Something to think about. Other than that, racing is racing, more or less, in the game. But it's, you race the real schedule, and it's pretty intense. So, just something to see. Not going to do anything with it then, but then you can see what research and development you have in progress. You can see on the right-hand side the vehicle performance comparison, where the other vehicles are kind of with relation to you, to your team, and your progress history. Don't have any because I'm just starting the career. So you can go to your car stuff, your engines, your gearbox, your tires for the weekend. You can choose your tire allocation. Just a lot of technical F1 stuff. You can turn it on or turn it off, but I like it. 6. Got unread messages. We just implemented. Anyway, end of this one. Just wanted to show you some stuff. pretty cool.